NRL vid 090 back in another video today. This video is about me going through the whole 2021 NRL draw. Obviously at 11 AM today it got released, and yeah, so I was very excited about it. Got my laptop straight away and went to go check it out, and overall I was pretty impressed. I was happy with my team's draw mainly, and I think the draw was set up very well. So this is round one right here. I think everyone knows about round one already, but the season opener all kicks off down in Melbourne if it's played down there between the Storm and the Rabbitohs. That's a big game. And on Friday night, you got the Broncos and the Eels. That's a live air game. And Saturday, got the Warriors, Titans, Roosters, Manly at the Sydney Cricket Ground. That's a game. And now, if it's there, because it may not be there because of the Sydney Swans, but if it's there, I'm definitely going to go to that game. I'm really tempted to go to the SCG, watch my Seagulls take on the Roosters. Big challenge there. And the last Saturday game, got Panthers and the Cowboys at Panthers Stadium. And Sunday, you've got Raiders and the Tigers, and Dragons and the Sharks. Big rivalry game. And round two. Here's how it all starts. Now, it starts with the Eels and the Storm at Bankwest Stadium in Sydney. And then you've got the Warriors and the Knights on Friday night. Then you've got these games here. You've got the Bulldogs and Panthers kick off Super Saturday at Bankwest Stadium. Got Manly and the Rabbitohs at Saturday afternoon at Lottoland at Brookie. And on Sunday, you got the Tigers and the Roosters at Campbelltown Stadium, which is great. And in round three, got the grand final rematch between the Panthers and the Storm at Panthers Stadium on a Thursday night. That's a fantastic matchup right there. And then you got Dragons and Manly at WIN Stadium Wollongong. Manly have not won at Wollongong. Manly have not won at WIN Stadium since 2004, so that's a shocking record. So I don't know if you can break the hoodoo there. And then after that, it's the main game between the Rabbitohs and the Roosters at ANZ Stadium. This is the biggest rivalry in the NRL, and this should be an absolute blockbuster. And Super Saturday, you've got Broncos and Bulldogs at Suncorp Stadium, and Eels Sharks. And Sunday, you've got the two games, which is the Knights and the Tigers at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. And to wrap it all up, you've got the Cowboys and Titans at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. And round four, this is during the Easter round. It all kicks off with Manly and the Panthers at Lottoland. I like to call it Brookvale because that's I like to call it Brookvale, but anyway, it's at Manly, Lottoland. That's a great game on a Thursday night, nothing better than that. And then on Good Friday, got the Bulldogs and the Rabbitohs, a traditional matchup on Good Friday. And then following that, you got the Storm and the Broncos at AAMI Park in Melbourne. And Super Saturday, got the Sharks and Cowboys at Sunshine Coast Stadium in Noosa. I've been to Noosa, and I've been to Sunshine Coast Stadium before, but haven't been. I've been to Sunshine Coast, but I haven't been to the stadium. So it's a nice area, so that should be a good game. And Sunday, you've got the Knights and the Dragons, and this is where Tyson Frizzell versus his old club, the Dragons. This will be big. And you've got the Roosters and the Warriors at the SCG. And then Monday, for Easter Monday, you've got the Tigers and the Eels, another traditional game at Bankwest. So, yeah, nice round there. And round five, you've got the Rabbitohs versus the Broncos at ANZ Stadium in Sydney. Then on Friday, you've got the Warriors and the Seagulls at Mount Smart Stadium in New Zealand, if it's there. And you've got the main game, which is Panthers and Raiders, which is also very huge in Penrith. And on Saturday, you've got the Bulldogs and the Storm at in Perth at HBF Park, which is pretty good. I think these two teams play. They're back in 2018 round one. So yep. And the last game, Super Saturday, got the Roosters and the Sharks at Central Coast Stadium, which is good. And Sunday, got the West Tigers versus the Cowboys at Leichhardt Oval in Sydney. And on Sunday, to wrap it all off, you've got the Eels and the Dragons at Bankwest Stadium in Sydney. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to head into round six. So round six all kicks off between the Broncos and the Panthers at Suncorp Stadium, Brisbane. And then you got the main game at AAMI Park, Storm and Roosters, very big game. Always the two of the biggest teams in the NRL. And Saturday, it all starts with the Seagulls and the Titans at Glen Willis Oval in Mudgee. So that'd be pretty good. That's a pretty good game, and a nice stadium as well. Then you got the Rabbitohs, Tigers, ANZ Stadium at 5:30. Then the last game on Super Saturday, it's Raiders and Eels at GIO Stadium in Canberra. Eels have not won there in 15 years, so they can break the hoodoo. Who knows? And then Sunday, this is the main game. It's between the Cowboys and the Bulldogs at Queensland Country Bank Stadium on a Sunday. That's pretty interesting. Now round 7 is Anzac round, and Anzac round starts with the Panthers and the Knights on a Thursday night at Panthers Stadium. And then Friday night, you've got the Titans and the Rabbitohs, early game in the Gold Coast, and the main games between the Eagles and Broncos at TIO Stadium in Darwin. And then on Saturday, you've got the Sharks and Bulldogs at Stride Jubilee Stadium in Cogra, and you've got the Cowboys and Raiders in Townsville. And it's Anzac Day on Sunday, the 25th of April. It's between my team, the Seagulls, versus the Tigers at Bankwest Stadium on a Sunday, on Anzac Day. Now, this is a game I really want to go to. I really want to go to this game on an Anzac Day. I don't think Manly have ever played on an Anzac Day before, so that'd be pretty special to go to at Bankwest against the Tigers. And then you've got the Roosters and Dragons, a traditional Anzac Day match at the Sydney Cricket Ground, and then you've got another traditional Anzac Day match between the Storm and the Warriors at Amy Park. Now, round 8, you've got the Raiders versus the Rabbitohs at GIO Stadium to kick off the round, which is big. And this is on my birthday, 30th of April. Storm and the Sharks play it in Melbourne, and then Broncos and the Titans at Suncorp Stadium. So that's on my birthday right there, April 30. And Saturday, on the 1st of May, it kicks off with the Panthers and the Seagulls at Bathurst, Carrington Park. And it all ends off with the Knights and Roosters on Saturday. And Sunday, it's between the Dragons and the Tigers at Wing Stadium in Wollongong to end off the round 8 round. And round 9 kicks off with the season opener. It gets to be played around again at ANZ Stadium between the Rabbitohs and Storm. And Friday night, you've got the Eagles and the Roosters at Bankwest, two very competitive teams right there. Then Super Saturday starts with the Raiders and the Knights at McDonald's Park in Wagga Wagga. So that's pretty good to expand the game out there. And then on Sunday, got the Manly versus Warriors at Lottoland. And then the main game was Dragons and Bulldogs at Stride Jubilee Stadium. Round 10, this is Magic Round, so this will be very exciting, Magic Round. And Magic Round all kicks off with the Tigers and the Knights at Suncorp Stadium. All these games will be in Brisbane for Magic Round. So you've got Seagulls and Broncos on a Friday night, which would be fantastic. And then you've got the Bulldogs and the Raiders, Sharks and the Rabbitohs, Roosters and the Cowboys, Warriors and the Eels, Storm and the Dragons, Titans and the Panthers, and that wraps off Magic Round right there. Round 11 on a Thursday night, it's between the Cowboys and Knights at the Queensland Country Bank Stadium. That's an interesting game. And Friday night, the main game, got Sharks and Dragons at the Stride Jubilee Stadium in Sydney. And then you've got the Roosters and the Broncos playing each other on a Saturday, which is a bit interesting. I don't really see that much often. And then you end off Super Saturday between the Raiders and the Storm, which is absolutely huge in Canberra, GIO Stadium. And then on Sunday, you got Rabbitohs and the Panthers at Apex Oval in Dubbo, and that's good to see how the game has expanded. It to regional New South Wales, which is in Dubbo, and it all ends off with the Eels and the Seagulls for round 11 at Bankwest Stadium in Sydney on 9. And round 12, it's between the Broncos and Storm at Suncorp Stadium. And then on Friday night, you got the West Tigers and Dragons at Bankwest. And on Saturday, you've got the Roosters and the Raiders at HBF Park in Perth, which would be very good. And Sunday, you've got the Sharks and Titans at Coffs International Stadium in Coffs Harbour. So that's very interesting. I've never seen a game at Coffs Harbour before, so that should be good to see. And on Sunday, got Knights and the Seagulls at McDonald Jones Stadium. Then round 13 starts with the Dragons and Broncos and at Stride Jubilee Stadium. And then on Friday, Storm the Titans. On Friday it's Tigers and the Panthers at Leichhardt Oval, which is nice. And Saturday starts with the Storm and the Titans, so sorry about that. And Sunday's Knights and the Eels. So obviously this is where State of Origin starts, and some teams get a bye and some teams don't. And then round 14 starts with the Seagulls and the Cowboys at Lottoland. Lottoland on a Friday night. And then you got the Sharks and Panthers at the Stride Jubilee Stadium in Sydney. And you got the Raiders and Broncos to finish Super Saturday in Canberra. And then on Sunday, you got the Warriors at Storm at Mount Smart Stadium, and then Eels and the Tigers at Bankwest Stadium on a Sunday to end round 14. Round 15, you got the Broncos and Rabbitohs at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane to start the round off. And then you've got The Panthers and the Roosters at Panthers Stadium in Penrith. That's a very big game. Then on Saturday, you've got the Knights and the Warriors at McDonald Jones Stadium. And then on Sunday, you've got the what's it called? On Sunday, you got the Eels. No, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. But on Sunday, I'm pretty sure it said. Oh, here we go. So on Sunday, the first game is the Eels and the Bulldogs Bankwest Stadium in Sydney, and then afterwards the main game between the Titans and the Seagulls at Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. Then round 16, you got the Roosters and the Storm to kick off the round at Sydney Cricket Ground, and Friday night, got the Panthers and the Eels at Penrith. Super Saturday, you got the Raiders and the Titans at GIO Stadium. And Sunday, got the West Tigers and Rabbitohs at Leichhardt Oval in Sydney. So, yeah, it's good to see a game happen at Leichhardt on a Sunday, nothing better. And round 17 starts with the Sea Eagles and Raiders on a Thursday night at Brookie. That's a very big game on a Thursday night, Raiders and the Sea Eagles. And then you got the Bulldogs and the Bulldogs and the Roosters at Bankwest Stadium. And yeah, that's another bye round. That's State of Origin rounds. Some teams get a bye, some teams don't. And the Sharks and Warriors play each other at Australia Jubilee Stadium on a Sunday, and Rabbitohs Cowboys on Friday night at ANZ Stadium. Then round 18, you've got the Titans and the Eels on Friday at Seabus Super Stadium. Then on Friday, the main game, you've got the Seagulls and the Dragons at Lottoland. And you've got the Cowboys and the Roosters at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. And then you've got the Storm and the Knights on Saturday to end the Super Saturday at Amy Park. And then and Sunday, you've got the Warriors and the Panthers. Panthers as a main game in New Zealand. And to end off the round, you've got Rabbitohs and the Bulldogs at ANZ Stadium. Round 19, you've got the Eels and the Raiders at Bankwest Stadium. And that's another brilliant game. And on Friday, the Cowboys and the Storm at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. And to kick off Super Saturday, got the Rabbitohs and the Warriors at Sunshine Coast Stadium in the Sunshine Coast. And the second game for Super Saturday, got the Seagulls and the Tigers at Central Coast Stadium. And then got Panthers and Broncos to wrap up Super Saturday at Panthers Stadium. And then on Sunday, you've got the Bulldogs and the Sharks at Bankwest Stadium, which is the main game. Then the game before that Bulldogs and Sharks game happened, it's the Dragons and Titans at Australia Jubilee Stadium. Round 20, you got the Roosters and the Eels at the Sydney Cricket Ground on a Thursday night. Then on Friday night, you got a big blockbuster here. It's a rivalry. These two teams are rivals between the Broncos and the Cowboys at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Then Super Saturday starts with the Dragons and the Rabbitohs at WIN Stadium in Wollongong. And the Storm and the Panthers end off Super Saturday at Amy Park for the grand final rematch again. And then Sunday, it ends off the Sharks and the Sea Eagles in the Australia Jubilee Stadium in Sydney. Round 21, you've got the Knights and the Broncos at McDonald Jones Stadium on a Thursday night. And then you've got the Eels and the Rabbitohs at Bankwest on a Friday night. And then on Saturday, you got this is a game where it's on 9, Fox and all that. And it's between the Sea Eagles and the Storm at Lottoland. And then Sunday, got the Bulldogs and Tigers at Belmore Sports Ground. I'm right near Belmore Sports Ground. I'm like only 20 or 15 minutes away from Belmore Sports Ground. So that's a game I might go to as well, the Bulldogs and the Tigers. And the main game is the Titans and the Cowboys at Seabus Super Stadium. Round 22, you got the Storm and the Raiders at Amy Park in Melbourne on Thursday night. Then on Friday night, you got the Broncos and Roosters at Suncorp Stadium. And then on Saturday, you got the Cowboys and the Tigers at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. And to end off Super Saturday, you got the Seagulls and the Eels at Lottoland as well. Then on Sunday, you got the Sharks and Knights at Australia Jubilee Stadium. Round 23, on the Thursday night, got the Titans and the Storm. That's something I've never really seen before at Seabus Super Stadium. Then on Friday, got the Panthers and the Rabbitohs at Penrith Stadium. Then on Saturday, got the West Tigers and Sharks at Scully Park in Tamworth. That's good to have expanding the game there. And then you got the Bulldogs Knights at ANZ Stadium. Then you got the Eels and Cowboys at Bankwest Stadium on Saturday night. And then Broncos and Warriors will play each other at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane to end off the round right there on a Sunday. Round 24 on a Thursday night, you got the Knights and the Titans right there at McDonald Jones Stadium. and you got the Roosters and the Rabbitohs at the Sydney Cricket Ground. And then you got the Dragons and Cowboys who kick off Super Saturday at Winter Stadium in Wollongong. And it's got Storm and Eagles who end off the Super Saturday at Amy Park. And Sunday is the Seagulls and the Bulldogs at Lottoland. And then you got the Panthers and West Tigers at Panthers Stadium on a Sunday. Now the last and final round of the 2021 NRL season. Got the Raiders and Roosters on the Thursday night at Canberra. They got the Sharks and the versus Storm at the Strata Jubilee Stadium in Sydney. Then you got the Eagles and the Panthers on Friday night, Bankwest. And Super Saturday all starts with the Broncos and Knights at Suncorp Stadium. Then at 5:30, you got the Cowboys and Seagulls at Queensland Country Bank Stadium in Townsville. And then you got the Rabbitohs and Dragons at ANZ Stadium, which ends off the Super Saturday. Then on Sunday, got the Titans and Warriors at the Seabus Super Stadium in the Gold Coast. And the official last game of the NRL 2020 regular season, it's the Tigers and the Bulldogs at Campbelltown Stadium. So, guys, that's the NRL 2021 draw right there. What are your thoughts on it? 'Cause I really like it, but I want to see what your thoughts are. But until then, hopefully enjoy the video, and you can feel free to pause if you want to look at some of the games and all that. So until then, see the next one, and hopefully enjoy the video.